Getting it Hardaway Southern T. Back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you here for a good time or a long time, if y'all could hit that thumbs up for your boy. Whether it's your first time, if you could do your partner a favor, not make it your last time, and hit that subscription button for your boy as well. We talk this good boxing every single morning. Long live Tina Turner. Y'all know the Memphis, Tennessee queen, the Memphis, Tennessee legend, one of the Memphis, Tennessee GOATs, right? One of the best to ever do it, especially from my state. One of the best to ever do it, period, in the world, man. Long live the great Tina Turner, man. Long live the great Tina Turner. Y'all hear them stories about strong black women, y'all hear them stories about strong black women. Tina Turner is just that. Tina Turner is just that, man. Strong black woman. We lost one of the queens of soul, right? We lost one of the queens of soul, right? Long live Tina Turner. Tina Turner, passed away yesterday. Extremely sad news, right? Extremely sad news. You know what I mean? So we're gonna take a moment of silence for the great Tina Turner. We're gonna take a moment of silence for the great Tina Turner. We're gonna take 15 seconds for Tina Turner, right? Moment of silence for Tina Turner. Okay, I appreciate y'all folks sliding through this thing. What's good, Josh? Shout out my guy Josh Sanders. What's good, Josh? Appreciate you sliding through. Appreciate y'all folks sliding through this thing. We here to have us a boxing conversation this morning. Where I got a bit of some breaking news. Got a bit of some breaking news, right? Devin Haney and Vasil Lomachenko pay-per-view numbers have come back. Shout out my guy Corey Sanders. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Corey. If you could hit that thumbs up for your boy. My guy Corey, my girl Just Jazz. Uh my guy Cornbread. Appreciate y'all folks sliding through. Long live the Queen, Tina Turner. I'm here with a bit of informational tea right about to update y'all on everything that's going on. Right, we got some updated rankings, and we also got some fight information streaming from the Devin Haney pay per view. If you don't know, I'm here to tell you anyway. Right, Devin Haney's first pay per view was against Lomachenko. Right, so the first time Devin Haney had a pay per view was against Lomachenko. Right, and given it being Devin's first time, the pay-per-view numbers came in at 150K plus pay-per-views, right? That means that right now it's at 150K, but it very well could, you know what I mean, be going up, or it very well could be rising. You know what I mean? It very well could be rising, right? But the numbers for Devin Haney pay per view 150K, and I think considering all things considering, right, that's a great pay per view. That was the first ESPN pay per view. That was the first ESPN pay per view on his own, right? ESPN to ESPN, right? He said Blue saying 250K. I got 150K plus. You know what I mean? I got 150K plus. You know what I mean? So shit, I mean, you could take Blue World for it, right, with the 250, right? But what I heard was 150, 150 plus, 150 upwards. So that mean it could be rising, right? It could, so that mean it could be rising. Now I was told 150K. That was yesterday morning. Not really sure when Blue reported his 250K, right? But what I was told was it was 150 upwards of 150K. You know what I mean? So I guess they would classify, right, as 200K, right? I guess they would classify adds 200K, right? If you do it the right way. But either way, right, that's an extremely successful pay-per-view for Devin Haney in his first pay-per-view. Going into last night. Okay, yeah. So I got this 150K yesterday morning. So right, maybe they ran more numbers, right, and it went up to 250. You know what I mean? But that's why I say 150K plus, right? So anything upward or any number movement, right, is is accounted for. So Devin Haney did pretty good, you know what I mean, for his first pay-per-view, upwards of 150K, right? So that means that the basement number, right? That means that the basement number is 150K, right? So I'm not even going to deny that Devin did 250K, y'all. I'm not gonna put that out there in the world, right? But that's why I make sure that I word my words, correctly. But 150K, right? 150K plus is the number I got, man. That's a successful pay-per-view for Devin Haney. We can no longer, you know what Devin Haney did this weekend, man? Devin Haney put a bed to a couple things. Devin Haney put to bed that boring fighter analogy, right? He put to bed that boring fighter tag that he had on him, right? Oh, Devin Haney's a boring fighter. Devin Haney don't do nothing but go 12-round decisions, right? Look over the course of his last couple fights, right? His last like 3 fights, Devin Haney has put that boring fighter mantra to bed, right? He's put that boring fighter mantra completely, you know what I mean, to bed with those 2 Kambosos fight and that Lomachenko fight, right? Also, some more news, right? Some more news. Devin, the new Ring Magazine rankings have come out, right? The new Ring Magazine rankings hit the streets, and the new Ring Magazine rankings has Devin Haney ranked as the number 1 135-pound fighter in the world, right? Now that kind of sound like an oxymoron, right? That sound like an oxymoron. You like, well, he undisputed. He should be number 1, right? That ain't no breaking news. But Devin Haney actually made the jump. Devin Haney actually made the jump from not being ranked, right, at the 135-pound division Ring Magazine. He made the jump from not being ranked at all to being ranked number 1 in just one fight, right? To add some detail, right, to the list, Ring Magazine has Devin Haney ranked number 1. Ring Magazine has Devin Haney ranked number 1 at the 135-pound division. Yep, he number 1 in his division. He went from not being ranked, right, in his division to being number 1. Overall, Devin Haney comes in at number 8 on the pound for pound list, right? He comes in at number 8 on the pound for pound list. But guess what the trick was, though? Y'all remember we had this conversation about pound for pound and how they put certain fighters up there just to take other fighters off, right? They may stick certain fighters 9 and 10. So when they put a new fighter up there, right, they'll just take one of the fighters they got up higher on the list and give him the spot of the new fighter that really deserves to be on there. I'm finna run down this new pound for pound list, right? Look. We wanted to give them credit though, Josh, but let me tell y'all what they did. I had did an EP on it. Let me tell y'all what they did, right? This is what they did, right? Okay, they got Alexander Usyk number 1, Monster Nue number 2, Terence Crawford number 3, Errol Spence number 4, Canelo number 5, Bivol number 6, Josh Taylor number 7, Devin Haney number 8, Gervonta Davis number 9, and Vasyl Lomachenko is number 10, right? My thing is, how is Vasyl Lomachenko still on the list, right? Right? Y'all notice something. I notice it's a name missing, right? I notice it's a name that's not on that list that deserves to be on that list more than anybody, right? I know a name that's not on that list that deserve to be on that list, most definitely deserve to be on that list more than 80% of the names on there, right? Anybody outside of Devin Haney, honestly, right? It's a name that they left out. It's a name that they left, and it's not Shakur Stevenson. It's a name that they left out. It's a name that they left out, right? they most definitely should be on their list. But what they do with these lists right is right. They'll put Devin. No, Tank made the list now. Zay. Tank number 9. Tank number 9. Tank made the list. This is what they do. They'll put guys 6. They'll put guys 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. They'll put guys 8, 9, 10. They'll put Devin Haney, Javonte Tank Davis, and Jermell Charlo. They'll put Javonte Tank Davis, Devin Haney, and Jermell Charlo 8, 9, and 10. So when Lomachenko lose, right, they got him ranked at number 7. So when Devin Haney beat Lomachenko at number 7, they go drop Lomachenko to number 10, and they go take Jermell Charlo, right, the unified 154 champion of the world. They go take Jermell Charlo, and they go take him off the list. You know what I mean? Instead of taking Lomachenko off the list, you know, the guy with no belts and the guy with 3 losses, right? They go and they take Jermell Charlo off the list because that suits their promotional scheme better. That suits their promotional scheme better. When you got a Ring Magazine and ESPN making the list, right? When you got Undisputed, when you got ESPN, right, and Ring Magazine making the list, and you got an undisputed champion who just happens not to work for ESPN or, you know, Ring Magazine or Golden Boy, you tend to get stuff like this. This is why I feel like a lot of these lists, man, most of these lists are just popularity lists. Most of these lists are literally just popularity lists. Like who you think is more popular or promotional lists, right? I should say that for a better word, right? Most of these pound for pound lists are just promotional lists, right? I want to put my guy up there so I could give him, you know what I mean, extra promotion, right? Because there is no way that I'm taking this list serious, right, without there being a Jermell Charlo on this list, right? You only got what, about 8 undisputed champions in life. We've only had about 8 undisputed male champions in the world, right? And what you're about to tell me is that now that a current undisputed champion can't make your list, right? So y'all put Devin Haney on there. Y'all put Devin Haney on there at number 8. Y'all still got Josh Taylor above him. Josh Taylor not undisputed. Y'all got Canelo Alvarez above him. Canelo Alvarez just took a loss, right? How y'all got Canelo Alvarez ranked under Dimitri Bivol? Dimitri Bivol beat him. You know what I mean? Y'all got 11 people in the building. I got 11 likes. Can I get all of y'all to hit that thumbs up for your boy? If this your first time, if you could, not make it your last time. We in here talking this good old boxing, hitting y'all with these updates. Devin Haney did 150K plus in pay-per-view sales. You know what I mean? And also the new Ring Magazine rank came out. Devin Haney came in at number 7, right? But I think that's fool's gold because they slid Devin in there at number 7, but they took off. They slid Devin in there at number 7, right? But they took off, you know what I mean, Jermell Charlo, right? So you got it right, but you got it wrong all at the same time. You did the right thing. You did the right thing, right? And then you went and then you did the wrong thing. You did the right thing, right? And then you went and you did the wrong thing, right? So that's that. He said they take undisputed champ off the list and put Loma with 3 losses on the list. What kind of shit is this? Facts. First, I was saying that first. Remember, I did the EP earlier. I was like, I already see what they trying to do. They had Loma ranked at number 7 on the Ring Magazine list. I knew once they had Loma ranked at number 7, right? And then they had Jermell Charlo at number 10. Loma had a fight with Devin Haney. Devin Haney wasn't on the list at all at first, right? Devin Haney wasn't on the list at all, right? They had Jermell Charlo ranked number 10. I knew once Devin and Lomachenko signed the fight, and I saw Lomachenko ranked at number 7, and I saw Devin Haney off the pound for pound list. I knew that once Devin Haney beat Lomachenko, that was either going to take Javonte Davis or they're going to take Jermell Charlo off their list. Now, I said they might take Javonte Tank Davis off their list, right? But what they ended up doing was they took Jermell Charlo off their list, who is the undisputed champion of the world. So basically, what they did was they took Jermell Charlo off the list. They bumped up Tank, and they added Devin Haney to the list above Tank. if they put Lomachenko in Jermell Charlo's spot. This is basically what they did. So they basically put Lomachenko in Jermell Charlo's spot. So basically right now, we got Lomachenko coming in at that 10 spot, pound for pound, in the place where Jermell Charlo should be. Right? Right, but you know what though? You know what though? That would kind of make right. That would kind of make Devin Haney's wings that has Canelo higher than Bivol, right? Exactly. They got Canelo higher than Bivol, right? But let's think about that though. So that would actually enhance that Devin Haney win, right? Everybody trying to push this narrative, and I'm glad that it's already dying down, right? Everybody want to push this fake narrative that Devin Haney robbed Lomachenko, right? By them, they trying to slap Jermell Charlo in the face, right? By not putting him on the list, right? But by them keeping Lomachenko up there, y'all really just intensifying Devin Haney's, you know what I mean, win, right? Y'all want to take it away from him, but really, y'all just really boosting it. It's crazy how it's Tweet TWT. What's good, Queen? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Queen. Glad you can make it if y'all could. Hit that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you here for a good time or a long time, whether you just passing through. I know a lot of y'all got to go to work. I know a lot of y'all making it do what it do. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you chose to be right here with your boy and the crew. Greatly appreciate y'all, folks, pulling up, man. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. We here having us a boxing conversation. The Devin Haney pay-per-view numbers came out, right? And what I got from my people was early yesterday morning. I waited till today, right, to see, see if it changed or see if anything, transpired. But what I got yesterday morning was Devin Haney had 150. Devin Haney and Vasil Lomachenko had 150 plus pay-per-view sales and counting. Now somebody came in here and told me that Blue Blood said that they last night he dropped 250 pay-per-view sales, right? I got 100 and plus 50 pay-per-view sales yesterday morning. So I'm not saying that Blue Blood is wrong. I'm not saying that Devin Haney didn't do 250. Look at what I'm saying. He did 150 plus. That's the number I got. 150 plus could be anything more than 150, right? 150 and count. So what we can take from this is, right, Devin Haney did upwards of 150 to 250 pay-per-views, which would be a great pay-per-view, especially for these times, right? Compared to Canelo Alvarez, who just barely did 100,000 with John Ryder. You know what I mean? It's a different time in boxing right now. Pay-per-views in boxing right now is kind of just the extra, right? You want fighters to be able to, pack butts and put asses in the arenas, and then you can scrape up the value on the back end of that pay-per-view. If you go back and you look at that Devin Haney versus Vasil Lomachenko fight, right? The stars was out. You had the stars talking. The stars was talking everywhere. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up. For his first pay-per-view ever. Yep, the first pay-per-view, they came in, they did 150 plus, right? So you can take that thing to the bank. You can take that to the bank, whichever number you want to pick, just make sure it's more than 150 of them. You know what I mean? 150 in count, right? So what it sounded like is last night it hit about 250, right? They said Brother Blue Blood dropped one, said it hit about 250. So if Blue Blood said it did 250, right? That means my 150 plus, is still accurate, right? Type deal. But shout out Devin Haney, man, for a successful pay-per-view. You go check out. I'm gonna look for those gate numbers, right? I'm gonna look for the gate numbers. I'm gonna look for the accumulated gate numbers today. I'm gonna try to find exactly how much revenue that it brought in from the gate. Matter of fact, let's add this shit up, man. Let me wake up. Let me turn this light on. Y'all want to add these numbers up? Let's see how much money Devin Haney them made, right? $79 for the pay-per-view. Let's see how much bread Devin Haney them made, man. Y'all hit that thumbs up. Let's turn it up. Let's pour up a cup. It's too early to drink. I don't give a fuck. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up, man. Let's turn it up. Let's wake up. Let's go and start this wake and bake. Let's go and start this wake and bake, man. Let's do these numbers. Wake y'all asses up. Wake y'all asses up. Wake y'all asses up. When I fuck, I stick my thumb in her butt. No, I'm just playing, y'all. But let's get it, man. Let's crunch these numbers. Let's crunch these numbers, man. Appreciate y'all folks sliding through. Let's see what Mr. Devin Haney did. Let's see what he said. Everybody get their blunt ready. It's time to work. Yeah, tell him, Najee. Let's see what Mr. Devin Haney did, man. Let's see what Mr. Devin Haney did, man. Y'all roll this shit up. Let's see what the King did, man. Let's see what the King did for his first pay-per-view, man. 150 plus. He said, bro, I'm sleeping as hell. Nah, wake up quick. Wake up. I told motherfuckers to wake up. Motherfuckers left. Nah, don't run now. Don't run now. This the wake-up show. Wake y'all ass up. Yoda ain't wake y'all up this morning. Me and Yoda waking y'all ass up in the morning, man. Y'all wake up with T in the morning. T in the morning. That's why I might start calling my show, man. T in the morning. That morning tea. That's what I'm doing. Morning tea, dog. That's what we doing. Morning tea. Y'all wake that ass up. Let's do these numbers, man. Y'all, he said you ain't lying. Stop running. Y'all wake y'all asses up, man. Let's crunch these numbers, baby. Let's crunch these numbers, baby. Yo, boo-boo. Hey, yo, boo-boo. Let's crunch these numbers. Hey, yo, boo-boo. Hey, yo, baby. Hey, yo, baby. What they do, baby? All right. So, we going to do 150K, and we going to do 250K, right? We going to, I ain't even got to bed yet. He said, this is my shit, because it's the early word. Shout out my guy, Najee. Appreciate you, Najee. Let's get it, man. So let's crunch these numbers, man. So we gonna do 150 pay-per-views, right? We gonna do 150 pay-per-views, right? And then we gonna do 250. Then we gonna do 250 pay-per-views, right? Let's get it, let go. Pull up from the snap. On that ride. I gonna make that day. I gonna make that crap. On no doorway. On kid. Morning rap. Now just let's get it, man. So we gonna do 150. Wake up, quick. Wake up. Beautiful morning. Sun rising on an early day. I just wanna feel liberated. I just want to feel liberated. If I ever instigated, now I'm sorry. Do you want to feel liberated? Now just play with you. All right, come on, let's get it. So 79, what was it? 79.99? 79. Let's check it out. We go Google. I want the accurate numbers, man. How much was Devin Haney? Yep. Tank and Ryan did 1.2. Tank and Ryan did 1.2, right? So you got Tank breaking records. You got Devin Haney coming out magnificent for his first pay-per-view. Because I got to clock in at 7. Oh, you got 30 minutes. You got to get up anyway. Wake up. It's the first of the month. Get up. Haney versus Lomachenko pay-per-view price. Haney versus Loma pay-per-view price, right? So we about to do the price of the pay-per-view. We about to do the price of the pay-per-view times 150K. And we about to do the price of the pay-per-view times 250K. The number I got was 150K plus. The number Blue Blood reported was 250K. So that means that the 150 plus and the 250K is all the same thing, right? Because you got to read the words. 150 plus. I got mine early this morning. That means in counting. So maybe it did finish up around 250. But just for sake, we go do both of them, right? Shade Girl. What's good, Shade Girl? Appreciate you sliding through. Glad y'all can make it. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let's get it. So the pay-per-view was $60, right? So the pay-per-view was $60. Devin Haney got $4 million guaranteed. Lomachenko got $3 million guaranteed. There you go, Shade Girl. Shout out my girl, Shade Girl. So the pay-per-view was $60, right? So let's do it. Let's do the math on that, right? So we go do 60 times 150K, right? We're going to do 60 times 150,000. Man, let's go. Turn me up. All right, so that means that Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko did $9 million off of pay-per-views, right? So that means in pay-per-view sales alone, right, Devin Haney got 4 million. Lomachenko got 7. So guess what that mean, y'all? If Devin Haney got 4 million guaranteed, Lomachenko got 7 million guaranteed, and the pay-per-view sales alone made 9 million, guess what that means, y'all? That means that Devin Haney, right? That means that Devin Haney is worth the price of admission. That means that they made money for their people, right? That means that they made money that night. That means they didn't lose money for Bob. You know, Bob loves making money. Bob gonna tell you if he lose money, that means that they made money. And I didn't even consider the concessions, right? We haven't even put in the concessions. That means that Devin Haney is a starer. That means that Devin Haney is a starer. And I ain't even figured out the concessions yet. You know what I mean? Haven't even figured out the concessions yet. But they made their money back off strictly pay-per-view sales. But guess what? Else that would mean, y'all? That will also mean that Bob Arum in his no pay-per-views, right? That will also mean that Bob Arum in his no pay-per-view scheme didn't work. That means that actually the PBC motto, right? Pay-per-view, that everybody been trying to act like it's so wrong. Oh, they charging y'all pay-per-view. They charging y'all for boxing. They ruining boxing by charging y'all for the pay-per-view, right? That actually would mean that the pay-per-view method actually worked in your favor. You was able to get your money back out pay-per-views fucking with Devin Haney. You was able to get your money back out pay-per-views messing with Devin Haney. Y'all also want to know what else I wanted? Y'all also want to know what else I noticed? No shot at Bud. That's just 9 million. That's if they did 150, right? That's 150 pay-per-view sales, right? We about to do 250 pay-per-view sales. But guess what I noticed, though? ESPN did a pay-per-view, right? Sean Porter and Bud Crawford was pay-per-view. Am I tripping? Or your ass did the Flames and disappeared for a second? Man, I did the Flames, I disappeared. That's my magic trick, quick. That's my magic trick, quick. Watch this. No, I'm just playing. But look though. That means if we just do 150K, right? Devin Haney them already made quarter, right? So let's do 250K, right? So 150K pay-per-view sales at $60 will give them 9 million, right? Let's do 250K. My brother Blue Blood said 250. My jump, I said 150 up. Blue Blood put a number on 250. Let's see. So by Blue Blood numbers, right? By 250K, if they did 150, it would be 9 million. If they did 250, there will be $15 million straight off of pay-per-views, man. Are you hearing me? So that means that this fight made anywhere from 9 million to about 15 million. I grab my glasses and put them back up. That means that this fight did anywhere from about 9 million, right, till about 15 million bucks. That's a highly successful pay-per-view. And we haven't even got the concession numbers, right? We haven't even got the concession numbers to come in. And I'm going to find out the concession numbers a little later. I swear, like my pay-per-view within the next today, right? Within today. Before today over with, man, I'm gonna have their gate revenue, how much they really made off the gate revenue, so we could really get, you know, a number on what the hell Devin did. Daryl Adams, what's good, Daryl Adams? Appreciate you sliding through. Daryl Adams, I'm coming with the fight breakdown and prediction show for all them UK fights, because the fights this weekend mostly UK fights. I'm coming with the fight breakdown and prediction show today. So make sure you follow through a little later this morning, in about an hour or two. We're going to do our fight prediction show as well for all the fights this weekend, right? I'm going to pick the fights. We're going to go through. We're going to break them things down. We're going to pick the winners and whatnot, right? We're going to get us right. I'm going to start doing those Thursday mornings. So, you know, that thing could add up for your boy over until Saturday. But I appreciate y'all for sliding through. We gonna do 1, 2, 3. We gonna do the whole fight card today. As soon as they post the undercard fights on FanDuel, that's what we gonna do them. Right? In about an hour or so, I'm gonna do the 4 main fights for sure, right? And hopefully they add undercard, then we gonna do them things too. Shout out, I got Derek out. But I digress, right? But I think y'all know what I think this just did though? Honestly, talk to me. Talk to me nice though. Right? Talk to me nice. Y'all know that mantra that they like to put in the world. Black fighters, black fighters don't sell and whatnot. You know that black fighters don't sell shit. Y'all know that black fighters don't sell shit. They gotta put that to bed, man. See, Bob O'Day made some money. They made some big money, dog. They made some big money off the name of Devin Haney. You feel me? They made some big money off the name of Devin Haney. I guarantee you this. Bob Arum gonna be trying to get Devin Haney ass back in that back over there at Top Rank, right? After this pay-per-view, we know Bob love to make that money. We know Bob love to make that money. I guarantee you Bob be trying to lock Devin ass up after this. What does this mean though? Shout out my girl Shay Girl. Y'all really want to know what I think at this point, right? Devin Haney, and I know Lomachenko acting like an asshole, right? Lomachenko acting like a real asshole. You know what I mean? Trying to, appeal them and all that shit, trying to get them to take the decision back. If I'm Devin Haney, man, I fight him again. I will fight him again. Unless I'm about to get Josh Taylor, right? Because he has been a little hoe, right? Unless I'm about to get Josh Taylor or I'm about to get Gervonta Tank Davis, I would run it back with Lomachenko. Because at this point, he can't beat you. Right? At this point, he can't beat you. Right? I run it back with him. Just to go and put it to bed. I run it back with him. Go and put it for bed. Go and put it to bed. Do it again. Double up the check. But if I got a Tank Davis fight or a Josh Taylor fight, I'm not doing it if I'm Devin Haney. Because the rumor around Devin Haney is, right, Tank Davis or Bob could offer him the Teofimo Lopez Lomachenko winner, right? He's not going to lie. If he run that shit back, that I wouldn't mind. Yeah, like that'd be a great rematch. You know what I mean? Outside of him getting those huge fights, the Tank fight, outside of him getting a huge fight, the Tank fight, or the Josh Taylor fight, the Josh Taylor TO winner, I say you might as well run that back, do it back on pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Because if y'all made, okay, let's say the gate revenue did about $1 million or $2 million, right? So they made anywhere from, let's say, $11 million, right? Let's say $9 million, right, for the pay-per-view sales. Let's just give the gate $2 million, right? Let's just give the gate $2 million. So that means that they made about $11 million or they made about $17 million. Either way, right, they made extra money from the fight, right? So they go get another bag to come in. You know what I mean? Type deal. Now, if they did that 250, right, then they made a whole lot hell of a money, right? They made about
If they did that 250,000, right, they will go from about 11 million to about 17 million, right? You know what I mean? And that's a highly successful pay-per-view. Talk your ass off. Also, given how packed that arena was, that gate revenue, and that arena revenue was ridiculous. I'm just giving it to me. I don't know. I'm gonna check on it. You know what I mean? But that's a highly successful fight. And highly successful fights in boxing, they get rematches. He said, still fucked on. I want him to go to 140. I truly want him to go to 142. I truly want him to go to 142, right? But for a Tank fight, you know what? I say stay, right? If they offer you the right thing for Loma, I say stay. Yoda ain't gonna like to hear that, right? Me telling him to stay, right? But for the right fight, I think he should stay. But anything outside of that, man, go to 140. If they offer you a Josh Taylor fight, you take that Josh Taylor fight, right? Quee said, I feel you, but F them. Dale should be tired of doing what everybody wants. He should go after the way he wants. He won't Tank, Quee. That's the fight he won't. He won't Tank. Deep down in his soul, man, that man want to fight Gervonta Tank Davis better than he want to fight anybody, right? Because he know that the people love Gervonta. That's the fight. He already the champ, right? He be Loma. He got undisputed, right? If he could do that, if he could conquer that, I ain't gonna say he'll be done, right? But if he could beat Gervonta and take that Gervonta, all right, which ain't gonna be easy. Ain't gonna be easy at all, right? Ain't gonna be easy at all. But if he could do that, he get undisputed. Say he beat Tank and get undisputed at 140. Devin got the greatest ever conversation. He probably ain't gonna be number about 26 years old when that shit happen. Talk your ass off. That's if you do it, right? That's if you do it. Charles Granger, what's good, Charles? Appreciate you sliding through. He said, what's good, bro? I won mine in the rematch or they're fighting T.O. at 140. That T.O. and Josh Taylor winner is a junk that we got our eyes on, right? That's the junk that we got our eyes on, that T.O. and Josh Taylor winner, right? And then you got, Gervonta Tank Davis. Then you got that one. Yep, you got the T.O. joint, right? And then you got the Gervonta Tank Davis joint. Them the joint. T.O. versus Josh Taylor winner, right? Because the winner of that fight is what's being talked about. Omega Red, what's good? What's good, Omega? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Omega. Glad you can make it, pimp. Glad you can make it. If y'all could, hit that thumbs up for your boy. What's good, Royalty? Appreciate you sliding through this thing. If y'all could, hit that thumbs up for your boy. We in here talking this good boxing. If y'all just rolling in, Devin Haney did 150. He did upwards of 150K pay-per-views, right? So if he did exactly 150K, the numbers on that is Devin Haney and Lomachenko did about 9 million in pay-per-views. If he did 250K, which my brother Blue Blood dropped, because I got my numbers yesterday morning, right? And I said I want to wait to see if they change. And, I didn't get a word back on if they changed or not. So I put 150 up. No, I put 150 plus, right? Because the word I got was it's 150. As of yesterday morning, the count was 150. Blue Blood dropped a count last night that said 250. So that will be along the line of what, I heard. So if he did 150K flat, that means they made about 9 million off pay-per-views. If they did 250K flat, right, they made about 15 million off pay-per-views last night. You know what I mean? So either way, great fucking show. If they did 150, it was a great show. If they did 250, they did above and beyond, because this not even, the casino revenue, the arena revenue. This ain't concession revenue. This ain't the what's the word I'm looking for? This ain't the gate revenue. This ain't the total gate revenue. This is strictly pay-per-view sales, pay-per-view number, right? And the math on that is mathing. The math on that mathing his ass off. You know what I mean? The Blue said 250 and still climb. So it's probably still climbing, you know what I mean? I got 150 yesterday morning. Blue got 250 yesterday night. Shit, by tomorrow, that thing might be at 350. You know what I mean? So he doing like so, y'all. So Devin did great, bro. So he probably made more than that 9 million that I'm basing on. he damn near made more than that. He damn near going to make. I know he made more than that 9 million. I know he made more than that 15 million because that's not even gate revenue. You know what I mean? So I don't want to hear that Devin boring. I don't want to. Man, Omega Red. Oh my God, I love Southern T, bro. I love y'all folks, bro. Y'all. But look though, 150 plus is the same thing as 250 plus. You know what I mean? I know, Omega. I know, Omega. 150 plus is the same thing as 250 plus, right? So it's a growing situation, right? So that means that they ain't got the final tally, right? So you know, Devin did good, man. Now the boy did good. Now Zay said I want him to fight Shakur too. To be honest, do I want? I mean, yeah, I want him to fight Shakur, but I would much rather see him fight Gervonta, right? Or if he gonna stay at 35, right? Nazay, I would rather see him fight Gervonta. I think that's a bigger fight. I think Tank Gervonta is the bigger fight for him at 130. You know what I mean? I think it's a bigger fight for him. I think Gervonta is a bigger fight for him than Shakur, right? I think Shakur might be that big fight for him later on, like, you know, after the Gervonta, right? I think Shakur will come at some point after Tank. I think it would make more sense for him to go at Gervonta. You know what I mean? I think that made more sense for him. He said, I want to see him fight Tank more, but Shakur doing too much talking. Yeah, Shakur doing a lot of talking, yeah. But you know, with that though, man, you gotta look at the timing of it all, though, man. See, like everybody was mad at Bill Haney for saying Shakur clout chasing, right? Now let's take a look forward. Let's look at it right now. Y'all remember Shakur got mad at Bill that time for saying Bill was saying Shakur was clout chasing Devin name, right? Look at how often Shakur saying Devin name. Look at how often he bringing his name up now. Look at how Shakur look at Devin after Devin just won the biggest fight of his life. You've been knowing that man how many years? That man just won the biggest fight of his life. Look at how he was looking at it. He won it, right? He won it, but he waited until the third fight on Top Rank, right? You waited till the last fight. You waited until bro was out the door to start pushing this. Why weren't you pushing this when he first came? When he first came to ESPN, right? He beat Kambosos. Why weren't you pushing for after Devin? After Kambosos, I want Devin. To me, it sounded like you ain't started pushing for it until after Lomachenko got the fight. And after the fight was already going to happen. You know, after the fight was already going to happen. You know, that's when you start pushing for it. You know what I mean? When he was about to get out the door. Now, I listen to Bill talk about a clout chase. Now, it don't sound too far-fetched to me. You know what I mean? It don't sound, you want to fight him so bad now all of a sudden when he out the door. You know what I mean? So, hey, you can fool some of the people some of the time. Right? Right? I'm paying attention to the time and all this shit. And I'm finna read to Ultra. I'm finna read what Ultra said in a second. Ultra said, I'm finna read what Ultra said. Ultra said, no, it didn't. Those numbers are lies. It did less than 90K, and it was mainly because of Oscar Valdez. Y'all know why they say that? I'm going to put this comment up here, right? But y'all know why they want to say that, though? Y'all know why they want to say stuff like that? stairs don't sell stuff. They hate to see Gervonta Tank Davis do 1.2 million. They hate to see Devin Haney do 150K upwards pay-per-views, especially off Canelo coming off less than 100K pay-per-views, right? They want to say that Devin them did 90K because Canelo did 90K pay-per-views against fucking John Ryder. You know what I mean? Because he did 90K pay-per-views against John Ryder. You know what I mean? And then he said the only reason it did 90K is because Myra Teller and Oscar Valdez, who never did a pay-per-view. Appreciate that, DS. I need to start getting y'all, you know, the super chat and cash out me. Speaking of that, now I'm just playing, y'all. Support is free though, right? But super chats and cash outs are welcome. Speaking of that, let me put my banner up there. Glad y'all said something. Shout out my guy DS. Appreciate you, DS. I'm getting back to the grind, man. I'm getting back to the grind, DS. Right? You see, whenever it's a successful pay-per-view, right? Whenever it's a successful pay-per-view, right? Whenever it's a black man, the headliner of a successful pay-per-view, it's gonna always be a reason for them. Oh, well, the undercard did that. You mean the two dudes who never did a pay-per-view ever in their life before? You mean to tell me people bought this pay-per-view to see two dudes, right? Who not even on the headline, to see two dudes? Most folks didn't even know was on the card. Oscar Valdez went from a main event fighter to an undercard fighter, and you telling me that's why people brought the card? They didn't show no goddamn Oscar Valdez blood, sweat, and tears. Ain't nobody see no Oscar Valdez 24/7. Ain't nobody come here to see no goddamn Oscar Valdez. We saw Oscar Valdez get his ass pieced up by Shakur. Speaking of Shakur, Sips T. We saw him getting his ass pieced up by Shakur. We ain't trying to see Oscar Valdez. They ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. That man said, that's a lie. It did less than 90K. And he only did that because, man, get out of here. Get out of here. Y'all mad because Canelo, y'all mad because Canelo shit slowly, but for surely. Stop it. It's a new day. I'm telling y'all. We catch, like, it's a new day. It's a new day, man. Look at the pay-per-view sellers. Look at the guys doing successful pay-per-views. Look at the successful pay-per-views. Look at the successful pay-per-views. It's the black face on all of them, man. Y'all gotta cut that out, bro. Y'all want to push that black crap when it's stupid. I just realized. Look at DS picture. Look at DS picture. Shout out my nigga DS. I just peeped DS picture, dog. Oh man, the crying Lomachenko meme. Hell yeah. Shout out my guy DS. Shout out my guy DS. Y'all do your boy favor, man. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. I got my sources, right? The numbers are in, man. Devin Haney did 150 plus in pay-per-view sales, and you already got people, you already got people turning their nose, all right? I'm gonna leave this coming up here for a second. Where they coming? I'm gonna leave that coming up here for a second, right? Because y'all know on Sunday, we like to kill the narratives before they even happen, right? So watch this. Let me tell y'all something. Everybody that has dropped numbers on this pay-per-view, right? Anybody who's dropped numbers on this pay-per-view, nobody has said this pay-per-view has done less than 150K. At no point has anybody dropped a number less than 150K. This dude come in here and tell me it did 90K. I'm like, I normally don't even say dude's name on this channel. I don't say people names I fuck with. I say y'all names and shit when y'all come in here and shit, right? Because I fuck with y'all, right? I know I don't give out other shouts out on people's channels and shit like that, but bro, and this ain't even no shout out. I just gotta spit some facts, right? Y'all know Dan Raphael, right? Y'all know Dan Raphael. Y'all know what Dan Raphael about. Y'all know Dan Raphael is part of that, take down the culture community too, right? throw jabs at the culture, right? Shoot the culture. Y'all know Dan Raphael, right? Y'all know what Dan Raphael is about. Dan Raphael is an idiot. He's an idiot, right? If y'all don't know who Dan Raphael is, he kind of along the same lines of Steve Kim, right? Fat yike guy that sit on his couch, eat donuts and shit. He used to work for I think ESPN, but he got fired or something like that. He basically got fired for being a shitty journalist, pretty much. I don't want to put nothing on him that he ain't really do, but it was along the line of he was biased against a certain group, right? Some along the line of that, right? But he basically got fired for being a shitty analyst, right? Even Dan Raphael said that this pay-per-view, even Dan Raphael said that this pay-per-view did good. Dan Raphael said this thing did upwards of 150K. Dan Raphael said that. And he anti-Devin, he anti-Floyd, he anti-Earl, he anti-everything. You know what I mean? Even he said this pay-per-view was a success. Scott Walker, TWT, was good, man. Appreciate you sliding through this thing. Glad you can make it. And then, right, he went on to tell me that this fight only did that good because of Oscar Valdez and Raymond Maritala, right? Oscar Valdez has never had a pay-per-view, and I like Oscar Valdez the way he fight. I hate the popularity for PEDs. I do like the way Oscar Valdez fight. Little dude can fight. Little dude be throwing hands. He got some quick-ass hands. He got some power behind him. That little nigga be throwing hands, right? Ain't nobody coming to see Oscar Valdez, bro. Raymond Maritala is a prospect. Raymond Maritala is a prospect, bro. And if that's the case, why ain't none of like other shows did, amazing? Why ain't they with the one with the pay-per-view? Why ain't the other undercard? Why didn't the Raymond Maritala show he was last on do hella great? You know what I mean? Why didn't Oscar Valdez last fight do hella great? Stop it, man. Y'all got to give people credit where credit due. I could like you. I could dislike you. I'm going to tell the truth on you, though. I ain't going to lie on you. I got too much pride to lie on you. You know what I mean? I don't care about you enough to lie on you. You know what I mean? I could like you or dislike you. If you that nigga, you that nigga. You know what I mean? Tank Davis that nigga. I think you a hoe ass nigga, right? But you that nigga. I ain't gonna never tell nobody you ain't that nigga. I ain't gonna never tell nobody you can't fight. I ain't gonna never tell nobody you ain't good at what you do, because you good at what you do. You know what I mean? It be y'all that be on altering the truth and altering what really happened, right? And putting your feelings into shit. I don't put my feelings into nothing, because you can't think with your feelings, whether they happy feelings or sad feelings or confused or whatever. The feelings is they go confused. You gotta take your feelings out of decisions. You gotta take your feelings out of this. I can't come up here in my feelings all the time, because then y'all gonna stop taking me serious. Sudden T be speaking with his feelings. He don't be speaking them facts. And I don't never want y'all to say that. I don't never want y'all to be able to say Sudden T be speaking them feelings and not them facts. Because I speak one F word, and it damn sure ain't feelings. I speak facts. I could tell you how I'm feeling while speaking my facts. I could tell you how I'm feeling while speaking my facts and keep it going. You know what I mean? I speak straight facts, no feelings. My boy BL be like facts over feelings. Straight facts, no feelings. You know what I mean? Straight facts, no feelings. And I'm like that in real life. And that may work against me sometimes. Straight facts, no feelings. Them feelings fuck you up. And I don't live like that. I don't live like that. I don't do my job like that. I can't do my job like that, because y'all ain't gonna take me serious. If I come up here and say, if I only talk about my feelings, I'm coming up here telling y'all how I feel about people. You know what I mean? Facts hurt feelings. Fact. Facts hurt feelings. You know what I mean? And they shouldn't. But really, it's the truth. Like it's a saying, the truth will set you free. The truth really does set you free. If you're real with yourself, you feel so much better. You feel so much better after you tell the truth. You feel so much better letting the truth fly out your mouth. You can speak the truth with so much confidence. That's why I come up here and I speak the way I do. You can speak the truth with so much confidence because you know it's true. I ain't gotta worry about y'all going behind me checking, you know what I'm saying? Hey, see, now I speak the truth. You know what I mean? When it's true, you can say that shit loud, you can say that shit proud, you can say that shit anywhere, you can say that shit to everybody, you can say that shit no matter who in the room. I can say that shit with him in the room, her in the room, my ex in the room, her ex in the room, my mama, my daddy, my goddamn school teacher. You know what I mean? I can say everything that I say with no matter who in the goddamn room. You know what I mean? Because I speak their truth. He's out hurt feelings just by saying facts all the time. That's why I slowed down talking in some people chat. Yeah. Some people, bro. Hey, I tell you this. I was in a big chat, right? A huge chat. I was in a huge chat, right? Huge platform. One of the best to ever do it, right? This man told me that I was trolling him because I disagreed with something that he said, right? What was said was that Sugar Ray Leonard was not a legend, right? What was said was Sugar Ray Leonard is not a legend, right? And I vehemently disagree with that. Sugar Ray is one of the most recognizable faces, one of the most recognizable names. When you think of boxing, Sugar Ray is going to be about the 5th, 6th person you think of. 4, 5, 6. After you think of Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, you get into that Sugar Ray Leonard field, bro. You know what I mean? You get into that Sugar Ray Leonard field. It's only a couple names, right? That the average person, I'm talking about the casual fan, not the diehard fan, the casual fan. After a certain amount of names, bro, you name a Sugar Ray Leonard, right? You gonna say, right, Ali, you gonna say fucking Floyd, you gonna say Mike Tyson, right? Some people even say Joe Frazier, right? You will say Joe Frazier, right? Before you go say Sugar Ray Leonard, go be one of them names. That's for the casual fan. Somebody told me Sugar Ray Leonard wasn't a legend, right? And I disagreed with it. Right? And then they told me that my definition of a legend is too easy, right? The argument really was, though, Omega, right? I'm talking to my nigga Omega right now, right? The argument really was Omega. The argument was about Devin Haney. You know, Devin Haney made people feel away. You know, I ain't never seen more niggas hate on a nigga until Devin Haney walked around this job. But anyway, I digress. You know, Devin Haney made people feel a certain way. Motherfuckers' panties get tight by Devin Haney, right? The actual argument was that Devin Haney, right, isn't a legend, which I agree, right? But along in that argument, he said, y'all definition of legend is too easy. He said, there's only a couple legends. He was like, Sugar Ray Leonard is not even a legend. I was like, hold your horses, right? Devin Haney ain't a legend yet, but he can be, he doing legendary things, right? He has done something legendary, right? But when he said even Sugar Ray Leonard, not a legend, Oscar De La Hoya, not a legend, right? I had to really, he said, even though Holyfield beat that ass twice, yeah, facts, Mike Tyson. I had to really, I was having a real conversation, and I think I offended, bro, right? Somebody I used to call Big Homie, OG. I think I offended OG, right? But I really don't even think it was Sugar Ray. It was that Devin Haney thing, bro. It was the Devin Haney thing, right? OG didn't even realize that I agreed with him about Devin Haney not being the legend. Devin Haney is doing legendary things. The youngest undisputed champion ever, right? That's something legendary. But he's still writing his story, right? So he's a living, like he's a legend in the making. You get what I'm saying? He's done legendary things, right? But Sugar Ray Leonard, bro, that's one of the first names you're gonna ever hear. That's one of the first names you're gonna talk about, bro. OG was so blinded. OG so blinded by the Devin hate, he couldn't even see that I was agreeing with him. He couldn't even see that I was agreeing friend with him. I'm like, nah, I mean, I won't call Devin Haney a legend. Now, it's crazy to call that man a legend right now, being 24 years old, still fighting with so much left to do, right? But we said that if Devin Haney stopped today, if he stopped doing what he did today, right, and he retired, right, could he get into the Hall of Fame? And I think yes, right? I think yes, he could have, right? And then that would make him a legend, right? That would make him a legend because he'll be done with the game right now, right? You could be right now. It's hard to consider him a legend because he's still writing his story, right? But he has done legendary things. You know what I mean? And then we got into where he too young to be a legend. But true enough, legend doesn't have an age. Making you a legend ain't no age on being a legend, bro. You realize a legend is not even a career worth of things, right? You can become legends overnight. He says, so crazy, bro. I tell people I'm not a fan of any of them. I just see them as fighters, but somehow I'm on IG DMs arguing over Tank, Shakur, and Devin. Right? He said, nah, not really. That shit gonna be gone next week. Shout out my guy, who that is? Shout out my guy Lightning. Lightning, it's gonna be gone next week, bro. It's gonna be gone next week. But anyway, I digress, right? I digress. Devin Haney. Devin Haney, if the argument was if Haney retired today, right, would he go to the Hall of Fame? I think that's what it was. It was like, would he go to the Hall of Fame? Would he be considered a legend? And then, right, it came up that he was too young to be a legend. AB, the IT was good. But being a legend don't got no age group on it, ain't got no date on it. Being a legend ain't even a body of work. Watch this. For example, y'all hear me out. Hear me. I got 22 people in the building. I got 23 people in the building. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. I don't know if it's your first time, but if you could, do your boy a favor and not make it your last time. Hit that subscription button for your boy when you slide on in, right? We had to really Google, right, what a legend was. I went to Google what a legend was, right? Because he was saying he was too young. I was like, bro, you can become a legend overnight. He was like, these people ain't done enough to be a legend. A legend could be one night. Hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. You can become a legend overnight. A legend is one event. A legend is simply doing something that makes people talk about you forever, right? Being a legend is simply doing something that makes people talk about you forever. For an example, we'll keep it on boxing. Right? We'll keep it on boxing. Watch this. And you could be a Hall of Famer and a legend. That was the argument, Hall of Famer and legend. You could be a Hall of Famer and you could be a legend, right? Example, Floyd Mayweather is a Hall of Famer and a legend. Mike Tyson is a Hall of Famer and a legend. Muhammad Ali is a Hall of Famer and a legend, right? Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas a Hall of Famer? Is Buster Douglas a Hall of Famer? No. Do everybody know what Buster Douglas did, though, on that one night? That one night, everybody in the world know what Buster Douglas did on that one night, bro. Hey, Omega, my motherfucking nigga, that man, bro. You get it, bro. You get it, bro. You get it. Hey, Buster Douglas is not a Hall of Famer, yo, right? Omega get it. Omega get it. Buster Douglas is not a Hall of Famer. But it damn near ain't so alive that don't know what Buster Douglas did that night. Tim Bradley, the other side. The other side, right? Tim Bradley, the other side. Tim Bradley is a Hall of Famer, bro. You can't take that from him. You can't take that from him. You cannot take the Hall of Fame from Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley earned it. He earned that. He did the stuff in his career to qualify himself as a Hall of Famer. He's not a fucking legend. He's not legendary. He is not legendary. I'm not. I'm really not though. I'm really not though. But you know what I mean? Tim Bradley is a Hall of Famer. You can't take that. You can't take that Hall of Famer shit from him. You can't take that from him. But he damn sure not legendary. He damn sure not legendary. You know what I mean? Not by a long shot. And I'm finna roll up again. He damn sure not legendary. You get it, Omega, right? So that basically we was having that conversation, like, bro, what Devin Haney did, right? What Devin Haney did is legendary, right? What he did was legendary. He the youngest undisputed champion ever, right? What Wilder did is legendary. He knocked out 40 straight people. He knocked out 40 straight people. That's legendary, bro. What Mike Tyson did was legendary. He knocked out 19 straight motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Watch this. I'm not even sure though. Is Ernie Shavers in the Hall of Fame? Is Ernie Shavers in the Hall of Fame? Right? But everybody know Ernie Shavers. Everybody know Ernie. He said, just be clear, a legend would be Muhammad Ali. Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts. Is I'm not sure if Ernie Shavers in the Hall of Fame, right? But everybody know Ernie Shavers be knocking niggas' heads off. He got legendary power. His power was legendary. You know what I mean? Being a legend ain't a career of what you do. You can become a legend overnight. Buster Douglas became a legend overnight. Y'all, I give y'all another example, right? And he eked out a Hall of Fame career, right? But he started off just as a legend, right? I give y'all another one. Antonio Tarver. Antonio Tarver legend was you know what I mean? He said, what about Devin being fined $400K for pushing Loma at the weigh-in, but Canelo pushed T favorite fighter? And no, he did push Caleb Plant, huh? Yeah. Yeah, they did find Devin. That was ESPN. ESPN want their money. They money hungry. You know they money hungry. You know they money hungry. I'm going to do an EP on it. They money hungry, K. So you going to take $400,000 for the push, right? And then you going to take what? $300,000 for all the belts. He said Tarver was a legend killer. That boy was a beast. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? He became a legend. You know what I mean? But he earned his way into the Hall of Fame too, though. You know what I mean? Tarver. You know what I'm saying? But Tarver was a legend first. You know what I mean? Tarver became a legend, and then he worked his way into the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Some people are legends. Some people are famous, and some people are both. You know what I mean? The two are not the same. Because you're a Hall of Famer. Because you're a Hall of Famer don't mean you're a legend, bro. And you don't have to be a Hall of Famer to be considered a legend. Being a Hall of Famer don't make you a legend. And you don't have to be a Hall of Famer to be considered a legend, bro. You got to do something legendary. You got to do something to make people remember you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But people get mad when you have difference of opinions and shit. And the whole time I'm agreeing with them that Devin Haney right now is not a legend, right? Because I can't call him a legend right now, right? He's 24, but he is on the path to greatness. He's on the path to become one. If Devin Haney got, God forbid, right, knock on some wood, right? If God forbid, right, if Devin Haney was to get in an accident or something and he never could box again, if he retired tomorrow, yes, Devin Haney will go to the Hall of Fame as the youngest undisputed champion in the world, right? He will go in the Hall of Fame being undefeated. He will go into the Hall of Fame defending his belt more than 5 times, right? It's certain shit that you got to do, right, to get into the Hall of Fame. Devin Haney has checked those boxes. It's only one undisputed champion that's not in the Hall of Fame, and that's Corey Spinks. And Corey Spinks never got a chance to defend his strap. He won his belt, and he lost it quickly. You know what I mean? But Devin Haney has already had a better career than Corey Spinks. You know what I mean? Devin Haney already defended his belt twice. You know what I mean? But Corey Spinks had a long career. We talking about if Devin Haney was to stop today at 24, you will have to put that young brother in the Hall of Fame for being the youngest undisputed champion ever in life. That alone puts that young brother in the Hall of Fame. Now, I can't say that right now because I'm going to freak everybody out in this bitch. T said Devin Haney already made the Hall of Fame. He might as well retire. That means he don't got to do nothing else. I ain't saying he don't got to do nothing else because being in the Hall of Fame, Bud Crawford, right, don't mean that you the greatest ever, right? It's levels to this shit. It's levels to being great. Hall of Fame, one step. The greatest ever, that's a whole different thing, right? If you want to be considered one of the best ever, right? You want to be considered one of the best ever, that's different. Getting in the Hall of Fame don't make you in one of the best ever conversations. It's still shit left to be done as far as that conversation goes. You know what I mean? So it's still things left for him to do. But by Hall of Fame, he's already done something that nobody has ever done in the 100+ year of boxing. How long boxing been around? About 100 years, ain't it? 100+ years at this point, right? 88 years, something like that, 98 years. Boxing been around damn near 100 years, right? He already done something that ain't been done in the damn near 100-year history of boxing. He done been the youngest undisputed champion ever. So if something, God forbid, something happened to him today, hell yeah, Devin Haney make the fight. You know what I mean? Heck yeah, Devin Haney make the fight. Heck yeah, he make the fight. He's the Hall of Fame, man. Shit. Look, Sylvester Stallone in the Hall of Fame. Facts. DP Rocker was good. But back on topic, y'all. Back on topic, man. I got right. Devin Haney did 100 feet of Tim Bradley in the Hall of Fame. Let that sink in. Facts. Shout out my guy, Clint Eastwood. Shout out my guy, Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood. Can you do your boy a favor, Clint Eastwood? Can you hit that thumbs up? Subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate you sliding through. Just to catch y'all up real quick, if y'all just sliding in the building, Devin Haney has been reported to have done upwards of 150K pay-per-views, right? You got numbers coming in at 150K. You got numbers coming in at 250K, right? But upwards of 150K for Devin Haney and Vasil Lomachenko and ESPN's first sold pay-per-view in about a decade, right? Now, they did pay-per-view with Wild and stuff, right? But that's a joint pay-per-view. This was ESPN putting on the pay-per-view for themselves. I remember ESPN said they ain't going to do pay-per-views, right? But they put one on for Devin Haney and Lomachenko, right? That thing did great. That thing did upwards of 150K, anywhere from 150 to 250, right? Give or take. So that's a consistent. I mean, that's a beautiful, you know what I mean, profit made. Guaranteed purse for Devin Haney was $4 million. Guaranteed purse for Lomachenko was $3 million. If you do 150K, they made $9 million on pay-per-views alone. That will cover both fighter purses and some. If you do 250,000 K pay-per-views, right, that will be $15 million on pay-per-views alone, right? That will completely cover both fighters' purse with a whole bunch of extra, right? If they did 200 plus anything, them boys got extra paid, right? And that's $9 million or $15 million off straight pay-per-views, not considering the gate. The gates normally do about $1 million or $2 million, right? About $1 million or $2 million, right? Maybe more, right? On average, they do about 2 million, right? So if you get them 2 million plus on there plus the gate, you know what I mean? Everybody ate that night. You know what I mean? Everybody made millions that night. You know what I mean? And that's rise, you know, that pay-per-view stuff is you know, that's count. You know, they that shit still be rolling in. You know what I mean? They count that thing multiple times. But I digress. Shout out my guy DP Rocker. Appreciate you sliding through. But yeah, I heard about that 400K that they fined Devin Haney for pushing them, and I had no idea about that until Devin Haney, you know, said something about that the other day. What's good, D-Man? Appreciate you sliding through. Better $1 million. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, D-Man. Glad you can make it. I had just found out about, you know, them charging him 400K for their push when Devin Haney, when Lomachenko was crying, right? Lomachenko was crying on the internet. Lomachenko been crying on the internet ever since Saturday. I'm surprised he took Devin Haney, you know, until yesterday to say something, right? Lomachenko been crying for the longest. Lomachenko been crying for the longest, right? About 4 days straight. Devin Haney finally came out and said something. I digress. He said, "You dropping some bones, and I'm dropping some bones." Yeah, right. Facts. Facts. What the hell was I saying, y'all? Y'all know I'll be here. I'm in this damn phone. Got to tell what the hell I was saying though. But Devin Haney, Lomachenko, man, just to catch y'all up. They had successful pay-per-view though, 150 plus. And Ring Magazine dropped their new rankings, right? They dropped their new rankings. Let me tell y'all what they did, right? Let me show y'all how slick. Let me show y'all how slick Ring Magazine is, right? Let me show y'all how slick Ring Magazine is. This is what Ring Magazine did. Ring Magazine dropped their new pound for pound ranking, right? I did an EP on what they was going to do, right? Before they actually did it, right? Now, I thought they was going, you know, leave another fight out, but they ended up leaving another fight out, right? And this is even more blasphemy, right, than what I thought, right? So let me run down this list for y'all. Run down this pound for pound list, right? Run down this pound for pound list. I'm just catching the people up that's just getting in here. I'm catching the people up that's just getting in here, right? Alexander Usyk number 1, Inoue number 2. First of all, how the hell is Inoue number 2? That's my first problem. They want Inoue to be number 1 so bad. I hope Cool Boy put an end to all that shit. Hope Cool Boy put an end to all that shit. And where you gonna rank Cool Boy at, you know, if he beat Monster anyway, right? But I digress. There go Alexander Usyk number 1, Monster Inoue number 2, bullshit. Terrence Crawford number 3, Errol Spence number 4, Canelo Alvarez number 5, bullshit. They got Alvarez ranked right above Dimitri Bivol, who is number 6, right? So 2 problems. Inoue number 2 is way too high. Canelo Alvarez number 5, how is he ranked above Dimitri Bivol, who beat him, right? So he way too high, right? Then you got Bivol 6, you got Josh Taylor 7. Devin Haney comes in at number 8. Devin Haney went from off the list to number 8, right? You got Gervonta Tank Davis at number 9. Now I know everybody like, oh, they put Tank on there, let's go. It's live. They supposed to put Tank on there. He deserved it, right? But guess who number 10? Vasily Lomachenko. I'm gonna say that list again. I want y'all to tell me what name y'all don't hear. I got 16 people in the building. I got 27 likes. I know more than 27 y'all been through this junk. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy, right? Tell me what name y'all didn't hear. Usyk, Inoue, Crawford, Spence, Alvarez, Bivol, Taylor, Haney, Davis, Lomachenko. Usyk, Inoue, Crawford, Spence, Alvarez, Bivol, Taylor, Haney, Davis, Lomachenko. I did an EP a while ago, right? I said, y'all, look how the list set up. How the hell is Vasily Lomachenko ranked at number 7 and Devin Haney not ranked on the list? Has Vasily Lomachenko ranked at number 7 and has Gervonta Tank Davis ranked at number 9 and Jermell Charlo at number 10? Has Jermell Charlo number 10? Has Jermell Charlo number 10 on the list, right? Where he is the undisputed champion of the world. How is he number 10 on the list? So I said like 2 weeks ago, right? I said like 2 months ago, right? Oh, I see what they about to do. I said they go keep Javante on here because he beat Ryan. I said Devin Haney not on the list at all. They got Jamel number 10. I said what they probably gonna do is they go drop Javante Tank Davis off the list at number 9, put Jamel at number 10, right? And put Vasil Lomachenko at number 9. You know what I mean? And put Vasil Lomachenko at number 9 and throw Devin in there at number 7 in Lomachenko's spot after he beat Lomachenko, right? They had Josh Taylor number 8. They didn't even put Devin in Lomachenko's spot. They put Josh Taylor in front of Devin Haney, put Devin Haney at 8, left Javante at 9, and dropped Lomachenko to number 10, and they kicked Jermell Charlo off the list. Now, I thought they was going to kick Tank Davis off the list, right? But I guess they go value that Ryan Garcia win so high because it's Ryan Garcia, right? So they kicked Jermell Charlo off the list basically to keep Lomachenko on the list. But I saw that shit coming a mile away. I thought it was going to be Tank. But y'all went and left the undisputed champ. Yo, hear this out. Just hear me out for a second, right? Hear me out for a second. This the Ring Magazine list, right? Vasily Lomachenko don't got a ring belt. Tank Davis don't got a ring belt. Bivol don't got a ring belt. Terrence Crawford don't got a ring belt. Right? So it's 4 people on this list without a ring belt, right? Errol Spence got a ring belt. Usyk got a ring belt. Devin Haney got a ring belt. Josh Taylor got a ring belt, I think, right? So it's 4 people on here without even a ring belt, right? So how the hell do you got people on here that don't even got a ring belt on the Ring Magazine list above Jermell Charlo, who got all the belts, including the ring belt, right? He literally got all the belts. And there's 4 people on here that don't even got a ring belt that's not on the list. They're Loma 2-2 in his last 4 fights, but we know what it is. Clint Eastwood. Come on, man. Come on, man. He said ring, fuck ring, and Oscar. You know what I mean? It's a promotional list. It's a promotional list, man. It's a top rank in a Golden Boy promotional list, man. A top rank in the zone promotional list, man. Alexander Usyk fights on the zone. Inoue fights on ESPN. Terrence Crawford, for majority of his career, for all except for 1 fight, fights on ESPN. Canelo Alvarez, the zone. Bivol, the zone. Josh Taylor, ESPN. Devin Haney, then ESPN. Lomachenko, ESPN. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the 10 fighters on here all fight for the zone or ESPN. And y'all really expect me to take their list serious. Now, these are the official lists, right? If you go on by boxing, these are the official lists. These are the registered people who make the registered list, right? So these are the people who control our fighters' accolades, right? So you mean to tell me that they got a hand in this, and you really want me to believe their rankings? You really want me to believe them to rank these unbiasedly, right? When they got they hand in the cookie jar as well. Now I see Errol Spence, Javante Tank Davis, and Errol Spence, Tank, and who else not is Errol Spence, Tank, and everybody else. Errol Spence and Tank. And I'm gonna tell y'all, stand on Charlo. I'm gonna tell y'all why Charlo not on this list. Because it would then be too many fighters not from ESPN. It'd be too many PBC fighters up there. We can't have 4 4 PBC fighters in the work, right? Because then y'all start think they the best fighters. I'm gonna tell y'all something else. The real reason, right, Errol Spence is not ranked number maybe 2, right, in the spot where he deserved, right? Maybe number 2 behind Usyk, right, pound for pound. Reason Errol Spence not ranked number 2, right, is because he worked for the PBC. And we know what the PBC look like. We know who run the PBC, and we know what the people who look like they run the PBC, right? The people that run the zone in Top Rank don't look like me, and the people who run PBC look like me, right? So I guarantee you, if Earl was working with ESPN or the zone, he'd be number 2. And I guarantee you, if Jermell Charlo was working for ESPN or the zone, his ass would probably be number 1. Earl and Charlo most definitely should be in the top 3. 1, 2, 3. Alexander Usyk, Jermell Charlo, Errol Spence. Whatever order you want to put it in. Right? Because all 3 of them actually got ring belts. You know? Whatever order you want to put them in, every list should start with those 3. Every list should start with those 3. Right? Alexander Usyk, Errol Spence, Jermell Charlo. And then you can throw in, you know, Terrence Crawford and Bivol and, you know, Fury and you know, Devin Haney and you know, Taylor and those guys like that, man. But y'all not finna get me to believe that Vasyl Lomachenko is better than any of these guys, because he damn sure ain't. Because he damn sure ain't. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna keep y'all in this thing too long. I've been here an hour and a half, man. I'm getting ready to feed my face. Yeah, because they got to, K. It's getting real hard to leave them folks off the list. You know what I mean, K? It's getting real hard to leave them off the list, right? But I digress. I'm finna give them a couple fight predictions today. Y'all make sure y'all check things out. Skin the Holloway 7T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.